The plasma bolt should have vaporized Captain James Mitchell instantly. The Carathian holy warriors had fired at point blank, blessed by their priests, charged with divine energy that could melt through starship hulls. Instead, Mitchell's hand shot out and closed around it. The searing energy writhed between his fingers like captured lightning, casting wild shadows across the temple walls. His palm should have been ash. His bones should have been vapor. The laws of thermodynamics, as preached by the Carathian god scientists for 10,000 years, declared this impossible. Mitchell held the plasma bolt up, examining it like a curious firefly. "Interesting," he said. Then he squeezed. The bolt dispersed harmlessly into sparkles of light. High Priest Zekthan's 6 eyes widened in theological horror. Impossible. The sacred equations state that organic matter cannot withstand. "Your equations are wrong," Mitchell said simply, flexing his unburned fingers. "Always have been." The temple fell silent. To question the sacred equations was heresy of the highest order. They governed everything: faster-than-light travel, energy weapons, the very fabric of Carathian civilization. "You dare blaspheme?" Zekthan raised his staff, channeling another bolt. "It's not blasphemy if it's true." Mitchell walked forward as Zekthan fired again. This time, Mitchell didn't catch it. He let it hit his chest. The energy dispersed across his body in a web of light before dissipating. His uniform was singed, but the man himself stood unharmed. "Your gods," Mitchell explained calmly, "told you that certain things were impossible, that organic beings had limits, that physics had rules that couldn't be bent. They lied." Young acolyte Varanai spoke up trembling. But we've seen the equations work. Our ships fly. Our weapons fire." "They work," Mitchell agreed, "but not because they're complete. They're training wheels. Simplified versions to keep you from discovering what you're really capable of." He pulled out a small device, a human military scanner, and showed them the reading. "Your plasma bolts operate at 2.3 terajoules. Impressive. But watch." He held out his hand, and electricity began dancing between his fingers. The scanner shrieked as the energy reading climbed past 5 terajoules. "Ow!" Zekthan whispered. "Bioelectric manipulation. Humans figured it out 40 years ago. Every living thing generates electricity. We just learned to consciously control ours." Mitchell let the energy dissipate. "Your gods knew this. They gave you technology that works around your natural abilities instead of with them, made you dependent on tools instead of yourselves." Warrior priest Dex Val stepped forward aggressively. "You lie. The gods elevated us, gave us knowledge. They gave you limits," Mitchell countered. "Tell me, why do your weapons need charging stations? Why do your ships need fuel? Energy is everywhere, in atoms, in space, in living cells. You could power your entire civilization with thought alone if you understood the real equations." He reached into his pocket and pulled out a data chip. "The complete physics, the ones your gods kept from you. Not the simplified versions that require faith and obedience. The real ones that require only understanding." Vera and I reached for it with trembling hands. "Why would they lie to us?" "Control," Mitchell said. "Gods need worshippers. Teachers create students who surpass them. Which would you rather have ruling over you?" Zekthan's faith warred with the evidence before his eyes. "Even if this is true, why show us? Why help us?" Mitchell smiled. "Because humans learn something important when we discover these abilities. Power isn't about being stronger than others. It's about lifting others up to your level. Your gods wanted servants. We want equals." He turned to leave, then paused. "Oh, and Zekthan, that divine energy in your weapons, it's just your own bioelectricity being channeled and reflected back at you. You've been shooting pieces of your own life force this entire time. The real miracle isn't that I caught it. It's that you survived firing it." As Mitchell walked out of the temple, leaving behind a civilization whose entire worldview had just shattered, Vera and I inserted the data chip into a reader. The first equation appeared. Energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. This includes consciousness. The revolution began with mathematics. It would end with transcendence.